This is the FCTO Daily Forex News Report for the 17th of April 2013. Risk markets stabilised overnight as the Dow recovered strongly by over 1%, 157 points. Asian equities followed and opened broadly higher. Gold recovered after dropping to 1321 and breached the 1400 handle briefly, but it seemed that it's finding selling pressure above there. In the Forex markets, the euro has been strong this week in spite of risk aversion. The rally in both euro-US dollar and euro-British pound yesterday has near-term bullish implications and suggested more upside ahead. The Japanese yen recovery continued in the Asian session today, but we expect strong resistance from last week's high to limit upside. After all, the yen should stay in a sideway consolidation for a while. The US dollar is mixed as it's firm against commodity currencies but soft against European majors and the Japanese yen. In a report published yesterday, the IMF lowered the global growth forecast to 3.3% in 2013, down from January's projection of 3.5%. Nonetheless, the global growth forecast was left unchanged at 4% in 2014. The IMF noted that global prospects have improved again, but the road to recovery in the advanced economies will remain bumpy, and urged that policymakers cannot afford to relax their efforts. US growth projection in 2013 was revised to 1.9%, down from 2.1%. The US is expected to grow 3% in 2014. The Eurozone economy is expected to contract 0.3% this year and grow 1.1% in 2014. Canada is expected to grow 1.5%, down from the prior projection of 2%. Regarding the Eurozone, while the IMF expected Germany to grow by 0.6% in 2013, France is expected to contract by 0.1%, and both Spain and Italy expected to contract by 1.5%. It's noted that activity in the euro area will pick up very gradually, helped by less fiscal drag and some easing of lending conditions. Chief economist Blanchard urged the European Central Bank to do everything it can to strengthen private demand with aggressive monetary policy and getting the banking system stronger. Regarding Japan, the IMF expects 2013 growth to be 1.6% and 2014 growth to be 1.4%, up from prior projection of 0.4% and 0.7% respectively. It also expected 0.1% inflation in 2013 and 3% inflation in 2014. If that happens, the Bank of Japan will be overshooting its 2% inflation target. The IMF noted that after many years of deflation and little or no growth, the new government has announced a new policy based on aggressive quantitative easing, a positive inflation target, fiscal stimulus, and structural reforms, and this policy will boost growth in the short term. Chief economist Blanchard said that the Bank of Japan's policy is appropriate even though the yen has depreciated by a large amount over the recent past. But he warned that given the very high level of public debt, embarking on the fiscal stimulus in the absence of a medium-run fiscal consolidation plan is quite risky. On the data front, New Zealand CPI rose less than expected by 0.4% quarter-on-quarter in Q1. Australia's Westpac leading indicator rose 0.6% month-on-month in February, and Japan consumer confidence rose less than expected to 44.8 in March. The UK will be the main focus in the European session, with Bank of England minutes and employment data featured. The Bank of Canada will announce its rate decision today and is expected to keep rates unchanged at 1%. The Fed will also release the Beige Book economic report later on in the day. For all the news affecting the Forex market throughout the day, join us at forexcurrencytradingonline.co.uk. That's forexcurrencytradingonline.co.uk.